Frances Jane Crosby, or Franny, as she liked to be called, was born on March 24th, 1820. At 6 weeks old, Fanny caught a cold and developed inflammation of the eyes. Mustard pulses were applied to treat the discharges. According to Crosby, this procedure damaged her optic nerves and blinded her. Behind the music, Blessed Assurance.
Apparently, Fanny Crosby was friends with Grover Cleveland as a child. I didn't even know Sesame Street was around back then.
She was also friends with a chick named Phoebe Knapp. Now, Knapp went to church at the John Street United Methodist Church in Lower Manhattan. Well, and that's where the Knapps met Fanny Crosby.
This Phoebe character was also quite musical in her own way. There's a story where she invited Fanny over to her house, and she began playing a song that she had written on the keyboard. In the middle of it, she asked Fanny, "What does this say?" Which I thought was a little unfair since Fanny was blind. But all of a sudden, Fanny starts clapping her hands and says, "Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine." And thus, the hymn was born.
Fanny Crosby wrote 8,000 hymns in her lifetime. That would take the average person about a whole month to sing straight through. Or it'd take me about a week.
Shoo, that's a lot of music. At least a couple platinum albums and probably a full iPod's worth.
Quite frankly, I see this as a bit of an urban legend. 8,000 hymns? I've got a pretty eclectic taste in music, and I could name one. Scholars even wonder if Fanny Crosby even existed. Some people say that she was a creation and manifestation of the philosopher Plato, as a way to personify his own views on hymns.
Like most Chinese Americans growing up in the 80s, I idolized Fanny Crosby. But lately, with all the news about Crosby, it's a bit of a sore subject. But when I saw this guy John Newton doing a cover band around hymns, at first I thought he was crazy, but later I saw his 7th performance of Amazing Grace and I thought, we need to do a project around this Fanny Crosby.
When FT approached John about the Fanny Pack project, well, I thought it was a great idea. But John said he thought it lacked vision. His words.
I've got nothing against Fanny Crosby. It's just those United Methodists. They really suck you in. Fanny's church was an epicenter for conversion. Her church, the John Street United Methodist Church, had some history. It was the oldest United Methodist church in America, and one could say where the movement really began.
The Queen of Gospel Writers, as we love to call her, is still influencing the music industry today.
The influence and legacy of Fanny Crosby continues to live on. As we sing Blessed Assurance, Franny's influence continues to affect us for the better. Stay tuned for more Behind the Music, Blessed Assurance.